The development of the Miami-Dade 2040 Long-Range Transportation Plan is nearing completion, with the adoption of the plan by the Metropolitan Planning Organization Governing Board scheduled for October 2014. This presentation will briefly review the process to develop the LRTP, and you will be among the first to view the draft cost feasible plan prior to adoption by the Governing Board. First, we would like to thank you for participating and providing input throughout this process. The theme of the Miami-Dade 2040 Long-Range Transportation Plan is Eyes on the Future to provide mobility options or travel options for residents and visitors of Miami-Dade County in the future. Adoption of the plan itself is a federally mandated activity for the Miami-Dade County Metropolitan Planning Organization. Other federal requirements include the minimum future time horizon of 20 years and the update of the plan at least every 5 years. The plan must also be multimodal, meaning that it must consider roadway, transit, bicycle pedestrian, and freight improvements. The development of the LRTP is multifaceted, including the identification of goals and objectives, the forecast and analysis of the county's population and employment growth in the future, the identification of improvements to our transportation infrastructure to accommodate the future growth, and the financial analysis, both in terms of the cost of the improvements and the money that will realistically be available to pay for the improvements in the future. The final adopted plan must be cost feasible, meaning the improvements included in the plan must be affordable with the money we think will be available for the next 25 years. The LRTP goals were established to guide the development of the plan. We learned from you that the LRTP goals should not all carry the same weight, and that the most important goal is mobility, which can be defined as the ability to move throughout the county with minimal delay. Preservation of the environment and improving the connectivity of the transportation system are the second most important goals. The remainder of the goals, while important, carry less weight, according to the input we received. Your input helped guide the development of the 2040 LRTP. Thank you for your participation, providing your input, and sharing your ideas throughout the process. The Needs Plan was developed to identify the transportation infrastructure improvements needed to accommodate the traveling needs or demand of Miami-Dade County's residents and visitors in the year 2040. The Needs Plan consists of a variety of multimodal improvements to our transportation system, including transit route and transit access improvements, like park and ride lots and improved bus stops, adding carrying capacity to our roadways by adding lanes and building new roads, improving the operation of our existing roadways with congestion management strategies that are cost-effective, additional and improved bicycle and pedestrian facilities, and roadway improvements to enhance freight truck movement. Express lanes on I-95 Express are a good example of a low-cost capital improvement that added both carrying capacity and improved congestion with an operational improvement. The over 250 projects identified in the Needs Plan were evaluated and prioritized using a variety of tools and techniques, including performance measures to evaluate the effectiveness of the improvements identified, and input from you and the agencies that construct and operate the system to develop the 2040 Cost Feasible Plan. The 2040 Cost Feasible Plan consists of over 150 highway and transit projects with additional bicycle, pedestrian, freight, and congestion management projects. Please click on the link on our website to review the maps and list of projects in the 2040 LRTP. Thank you again for participating in the development of the 2040 LRTP. With your input, the projects you have just seen are in the Cost Feasible Plan that will now move forward to the MPO Governing Board for adoption of the plan. We appreciate all of your input and putting your eyes on the future for a better Miami-Dade County.